Hi friends, Vlad is here. Welcome to the last week of July, weekly review, 25th of July. Well, first of all, let's try to understand what is going on with the market. We saw many zigzags, many false breaks, and many unclear attempts from many pairs to create any move. Why is it this way? First of all, I've been talking about the summer a few weeks in a row, and I told you, and I will repeat it just right now. This is how summer looks like. The volumes are going down, many traders are out for vacations, and that's why we have many zigzags moves. But there are another reason for that, and the reason is big mess in the markets. First of all, remember 2nd of August, the day that the limit of USA debt will be actually decided. Will they increase it, which could affect bad on the market? Because if they increase it again, so it's probably not good, right? And it could also affect with optimism way, because if they increase, probably they are willing to fight the situation in the market. But if they will not increase their limits, it also could be actually bad effect, maybe even much worse effect on the markets than if they will approve. So once again, there are so many speculations about it, so many ideas, so many expectations, and all we have to do is just to wait. As for now, the investors still believe the markets are aiming up. They are long again for the euro, just from those levels, and they are long again on British pound after being kicked on break even on 2 weeks ago. Now let's see the euro dollar and try to understand what do we have. First of all, before I go for those charts, I would like just to go with the forex factory to see what we have for this week, so you understand. First of all, on Tuesday, the consumer confidence in US and the new home sales. Then on New Zealand, the business confidence. Then on Wednesday, we have the KOF economic barometer from Swiss, and we have the official cash rate in New Zealand. Then on Friday, we will have GDP in US and Canada. So important week, another important week from the fundamental stuff, but also some days just will be quite probably. So what do we have in the euro dollar? We have had this triangle. We discussed about it a lot. We discussed about 200 moving average as well, and we said that if it breaks down, it should continue down. Few levels that could just ruin this celebration down. First of was the support and the 20 MA. After it holded, look what happened. Euro dollar retraced all the way up again. What does it mean? It means that if we have the break up from now, from this triangle, that should be the call to buy, and that should be reliable move, because triangle usually, not always, usually does not being broken twice with false break. So if it broke false break first, it should work up now. About the weekly chart, also look like positive, although still holding below 20 MA of the Bollinger Band. So everything could happen. I think personally that the Bollinger Band should hold this pretty tight area, because it's a weekly chart, right? It's not a lot. It's a lot of pips move, right? but it's a weekly range, so it's not so big. I believe it should hold before we have the break for the next direction. The investors believe that the euro will go to 150 again and then to 155, which will actually reach this previous resistance area, 154, 155. Let's see. I also think that if the euro breaks this triangle, we are bullish long run. Until then, I prefer to stay out. But stay tuned, as it's very possible for as a next trend. British pound dollar is in very interesting situation. I am bullish for this pair. The trend line has been broken, and now I believe we will go for retesting this line, retesting the support around 162, maybe a little lower and deeper, but from there I believe the British pound should rise up again at least to 165. At least to 165. If we are looking for longer time frames, then we can see that 20 MA of the Bollinger Bands has been broken with 50 level of the RSI, which is a very bullish sign, and that's why, once again, let's see how it is translated. I believe the retest for 162, if happen, should make the job for a bullish call. And if that happens, then the British pound probably will go once again to 165, maybe even for the latest and previous high 167, before, as investors expect, it will break up again and go all the way to 170 and probably 175. I am with bullish expectations after possible retrace. What about the Aussie and the Kiwi? Aussie finally broke the 107.70, 60.70, the level we've been discussed a lot. On weekly chart looks bullish, on daily chart looks bullish. Retest of this broken area and it should go up. Protect with stop loss below 20 MA. Set first target as 110, second target open. By the way, about the investors, they believe that on multiple run of several, not few, years, Aussie dollar, could reach 130. Once again, it's a multiple years target, not one, not two, not three, maybe 10, maybe 15 years. No one knows. But this is their expectations. Of course, fundamentally many things could change. This is expectation for now. They are still bullish for this pair and they are aiming for 112 and 115. Don't forget, friends, the divergence we have on the weekly chart. From my opinion, my point of view, if this divergence will be created and stop around 112, 115, that could be the best signal to sell. I will show you what I expect from the pair. That's exactly what. Okay, you can see it now. Running up here, a divergence to be created just as I like and prefer to see, with all indicators, right? And then bam, I believe then we will see a retrace all the way at least to 1, maybe even deeper, before the situation they are talking about, the investors, will happen again. But I think for short-term terms, up after retest of 107.70, 108 maybe, up to 110, 112, then we will see maybe even 115, then possible divergence to bearish move. What about the Kiwi long? It's clear, right? It is clear. Long run, long aiming up. New highs being created. Everything is bullish. No bearish candle on the monthly chart to provide a divergence which is just now being created. The last high was being broken, so it is long, clear. But for short term, we are in very interesting situation because these moves were duplicated, as you can see. Moves were duplicated. AB equals 30. It should retrace from here at least to 20 MA, maybe even deeper, before it continues up. For long run, I am bullish. For short term, I am looking for selling opportunities. And on 4-hour chart, beautiful divergence, beautiful inverted hammer should take effect already, at least for 20 MA here, and maybe even deeper for the lowest boundary of the 4 hours Bollinger Bands. That's about this interesting pair. Now, dollar yen, dollar franc. About the dollar yen, I believe this pair should correct itself a little bit, but then continue down. I still believe 77 could be the first target. It looks good, but as long as the market is zigzagging, I prefer to move. Well, remember we discussed about the break here of this trend line, of this channel. This break we discussed to enter a sell. Now I believe that stop loss above this latest high should be enough to protect this pair, but it still looks bearish, so stay bearish. What about the dollar franc? As long as this downtrend line holds, we cannot discuss about long-term run. I'm still bullish. I believe it's a question of time until it happens, but let's wait patiently and see. On the weekly chart we have had some kind of kicker, but it's not beautiful kicker because it didn't close 50 above the previous candle, 50% above the previous candle. It just closed almost little bit above the close of the previous red candle. It's not so strong sign, but still I believe it's only a question of when, not a question of if, when this pair breaks up. British pound franc, the same, let it work. There is a good kicker, it should take the up move. I'm not sure it will be the franc to lead this move. I do think it will be the pound. About the Swiss yen, this kicker should take the pair down. I believe we are going down for this pair, but as long as this uptrend line holds, we cannot expect the big move begin. Uptrend line holds, RSI holds, well, suspicious, little suspicious. It could retrace and then break, so we are now on this trade on the signals, and we will look how to rejoin. We are with half position there, and this kicker should take effect. The only problem is it could retrace 100-120 pips up before the critical breakdown. I believe this pair is going down. What about other interesting pair? Euro pound, I have no ideas yet, although the investors are selling this pair. It could be, as you can see, a flag here. If this flag is broken down, then I am bearish. What I mean by being broken down, the last support is these two spikes. If this support will be broken, we will continue probably for the next level of 086, 30, 40, somewhere in between. Don't forget that there is still 200 moving average to respect. So let's see. I am still neutral for this one. Another interesting pair to follow, Aussie Kiwi, which is created triple doji but very bearish signs. Very bearish signs. It could be flag that will break it down and go all the way back to 124, 124.50 before creating possible beautiful divergence there. So this is what I think could happen easily. Here, down move, somewhere stop here, and then beautiful correction. Still neutral? but stay tuned for this pair. It could be a nice call. Of course, we will look after this pair on our live trading room. What about the gold and the silver? Well, no ideas. The divergence is here, no questions about that. It is a double top, no questions about that. It could easily go down, no questions about that, but it could be just a false signal, because if you take a look on the stochastic, with all the other parameters, the stochastic holds powerfully up. What does it mean? Plus, we have an evening star pattern, and we know that evening star pattern is the less reliable pattern with divergences. What can it say? I believe it's a question of time when gold will go down. I believe it's a question of only when, not if. But let's see. 1625, 1640 still could be a good enough level to complete the divergence. There is a weekly divergence here. If we have a weekly bullish candle, it could be the beginning. So stay tuned for any possible moves there. About the indices, then we are now on sideways moves, not up, not down. We are just right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Now we probably should have 6, and then a possible break. So let's see. But once again, friends, expectation is good, but all the market is waiting for 2nd of August. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Even if we take a look on the dollar index, what can you see here? We can see that the dollar index, the dollar index was moving in the channel, right? Moving in the triangle, then broke down. Correct? Now it looks like retesting, and then probably down again. But it could be the same sideways moves, and not just a triangle, right? It could be a sideways move in between here. So once again, when the market is waiting for Bernanke and for Geithner and Obama and the Senate to choose and to decide about the vote and for the limit of the debt, all we can do is just stay tuned for that, keep our small risks, and respect anything happening in the market. Don't afraid to change your position if the fundamentals thing require that. The only last pair looks interesting from my point of view is Euro Yen. I believe this pair is an interesting situation. The Bollinger Bands hold it the lowest boundary here. If we take a look on the daily chart, it looks like a triangle, right? Here, small triangle, maybe flag even. So if we go for 4-hour charts, we can mark these levels and expect for a possible break. It could be a nice trade if it breaks down. So stay tuned also for this interesting, amazing pair. Thank you very much for watching this video and for your time, friends. I wish you a fantastic week, and I'll see you on the live room. And with the finishing, I just want to show you our first month together. This is our first month, all our trades that were discussed on the live room, all the trades. You see, some based on broken lines, some on MACD plus stochastic, some on divergences, some on head and shoulders. Everything I know, I share, and you will know. And that's our results. Few trades still open. We have the dollar yen, pound franc open, Swiss yen open, right? And we have Euro CAD open as well, 20% from our last long. So it could be good moves. And this means, friends, well, I wish every month will be like that. I can't guarantee that, I'm sorry, and you know that. It depends on the market. But for 1 month, it's about 14% combined. It's 80%, it's 20%, right? first, second target. About 14% was reached, and we achieved with our targets, our profits, and I think it's very, very nice for the first month. All I can wish us is to continue the same way and have at least the same results. Once again, friends, thank you very, very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a beautiful, fantastic week, and I'll see you on the live trading room. Ciao, Vlad.